starting the stream. This is the point of no return. Cannot go back from here. Yeah. If it works. It works. Okay. Alright, cool. We got the stream. We got the link for everyone in announcements. There it is for people that want to join the stream. We also have, of course, our in the fun fact of the day thread hub. We've got the public thread for everybody, and both of you are already in there. So I will introduce myself. I am Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. Welcome everyone to the Terminus podcast. This is episode number 268. There is a 6 in there. 268. I already said who I was. I'm your host. Well, it's also episode 11, if you just want to count from the radio show start. Is that better?
That sounds a little better, yeah.
We haven't done, and that's, I had to reset the numbering because otherwise it would have been too many episodes, really. It's off-putting. Somebody thinks, I've got to, go do I've got to watch all the previous ones so I'm caught up. Otherwise I'll be, out of the loop.
Just season 1 of the show. That's 1,500 episodes. Nothing.
Well, see, it's like all these underground comedy shows that I've been finding on the internet. You gotta get through 100 episodes of the web show before they actually got signed to a TV deal, and then you can watch season 1 of the show.
There you go.
100 episode long season 0 proof of concept.
Yeah. I'm watching Nirvana, the band, the show, and they have a web series that's 15 episodes long. That was very obviously before they got on TV, and then the next after the web series ends, then the TV show, the actual Nirvana, the band, the show starts.
Gotcha. Well, I before we go any further, I should allow my co-hosts to introduce themselves. Tyler, you're up first.
Hello, I am Tyler L. I've been around for a bit.
Yeah. Also, my pronouns are he, him. Sorry, I forgot.
Yes, my pronouns are he, him. I am not a supporter of the most recent rendition of Waldo, but we can discuss Waldo later.
What?
Sorry.
All right, yeah,
I'm wondering. Need to get into that away, actually.
Go ahead.
Did you not see the thing? Where did it go?
No, I have not seen the Waldo thing.
No, I feel like this is referencing something that I should remember.
Yesterday, Nick and I got a very fun email of our club's N scale layout had a little visitor.
Was it Waldo?
It was Waldo.
Okay.
Waldo is a western diamondback rattlesnake.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
I'm gonna put this in the. I'm not gonna put this up on screen.
Oh.
I am going to put this. I'm gonna put this in the public thread on our Discord. You can join our Discord by going to theironhorseman.com/Discord, or you can go to theironhorseman.com and click the Discord button, or you could go in the description of this podcast.
Click download.
There's a spoiler.
But yeah, no, I got it. I've put it in the Terminus podcast public thread, which is under Fun Fact of the Day on our Discord. Spoilered for those who do not like snakes.
If Indiana Jones is here, you're welcome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I am. I am not a supporter of Waldo. I am supporter of Indy. This is not a fun thing to open an email to.
So this is a real snake, not like a taxidermy thing.
Yes.
And it's not someone's pet?
Yes.
It's an actual, he just wandered in?
Yes.
He just came to visit your layout. He's a member of the viewing public.
Nature is healing, I guess.
Oh, God. Listen, I would love to hear more of the story of Waldo the Snake, but TJ, you should probably introduce yourself as well.
My name is TJ, pronouns they, them, she, her, whatever the heck you want. And I hate snakes. Why is it always
I
got to be snakes?
hate
Exactly.
TJ, number one snake hater. Uh, Also, I realized I did not update the Horseman waiver wire for people on this show. There we go. Um,
No, thank
and
you.
yeah, this is
Oh my
the
god.
show where we talk about live train news. Of course, to start with, I have to talk about the Class 1 Mantle of Responsibility. We had only one incident across all of the Class 1s that we were sent. If you are aware of an incident, a train wreck, or other similar situation, feel free to drop those in the Terminus news channel on our Discord and tag them appropriately. Uh, but we did have one from Norfolk Southern from just a day ago of an NS train absolutely demolishing a semi truck that was stuck on the tracks in Gastonia, North Carolina. I really appreciate this post because, man, all the details are right there. I really appreciate it. Now, I am worried with the formatting of this post that it was made by ChatGPT, but thankfully, we do know that there were no injuries. The driver was able to get out of the cab. And while the driver did call 911, allegedly, according to this Reddit post, there was insufficient time for dispatchers to signal the oncoming train to stop. Now, here's your heads up to everyone as we talk about every week. Don't call 911. Call the number on the crossing, because that will connect you with the railroad dispatcher instead of the police dispatcher, who cannot help you in terms of getting trains to stop. Um, we also have all of the other incidents. Some of them are a little depressing, and some of them are a lot depressing. So I'll just try to get them out of the way here. Um, I'll go from newest to oldest because that puts the worst one at the end. Not the worst one, but still pretty bad. In North Berwick, Maine, a Maine high school student was killed when his pickup truck was hit by the Downeaster. This was, sorry, not yesterday. It was the day before, January 30th. Um, Pronounced dead at the scene. There's not a lot of information as to what happened, um, but it's, you know, it's not easy to get accidentally hit by a train if you're paying attention and acknowledge the signals and gates, etc. This was a gated crossing. There doesn't seem to be any evidence that it was functioning improperly. And now a high school student has lost their life, which was entirely avoidable. Um, on the 27th, there was another Amtrak incident. All this time, no injuries, as far as I can see. An Amtrak train with 113 passengers on board derailed in Vermont. So, the assumption is they split an icy switch. Not anything serious. They had to, I assume, bust everyone out of there, and then yeah, they bust everyone away and then re-railed the train. So
Mr. Presidential 113.
yeah, there's our first 113 of the day, um, and then RNN had a pretty significant derailment the day before that on the 26th, and this one is, you know, this one is a nice break from the actual tragedy because, well, it's certainly a tragedy for some people, but it's a nice break from the death and dismemberment. This was a train whose the chief commodity called out on the news article is wine. 12 cars were derailed out of the 20-car train. Um, Fire crews observed multiple rail cars off the tracks, 3 cars lying on their side, which were transporting wine. I don't know if they were bottled, bottles of wine or like casks of wine or whatever. I don't know how. I'm going to assume that it was bottled because I don't know how you
No,
really transport wine.
I bet it was
A month
tank
of
cars,
live?
tank cars
Tank,
full of wine.
tank car full of wines.
No, it's obviously the hopper is full of wine. Which I just love this photo because it's like it gives the impression of because there are no trucks under these cars at this point that they just slid along in the ice.
it it does. They just sort of fell over. They got sleepy, and the cars came off the track. And yeah, now 3 rail cars full of wine have been destroyed. And Gloria is standing in the door, flabbergasted, very upset. Um,
But why is all the rum gone?
so if you wanna link to these articles, you can find them in the cargoes, in the episode description. Um, and so now we have to move on to the unfortunate, like the really bad stuff, starting with a Barcelona commuter train crashing, killing one individual. Um, this was back on January 20th, which was preceded by something that happened, I think, during the last podcast. Um, we didn't jump to it, we didn't mention it, but there was a high-speed train crash on the 19th of January in Spain, which killed at least 39 people. Um, it involved multiple trains, if I recall correctly. I was having trouble figuring out what exactly happened, and I saw an animation. Um, but a Madrid-bound train derailed onto the opposing track, which collided with a train coming the other direction. There were 400 people on board the trains. They evacuated 122. Uh, and as of this article, which was, I believe, the day of, 43 of them were still in the hospital, and 12 or 13 of them were in intensive care, which is awful. Um, According to the article, the railway experts are baffled by the incident, which is not really the language that I would be using. But I guess it's certainly a feeling you could have. And I don't know how fast they were going when this happened, but one of the trains was a high-speed train which can reach 250 miles an hour. So, it's just an absolute tragedy. And we haven't had a follow-up to this in the last 2 weeks. I don't know if the death toll has risen, only that it is awful and grisly, and my heart goes out to the families of everyone involved and the survivors as well, of course. So, that's how we start the show. We get the depressing stuff out of the way, and now we can talk about everything else. If you have something that you want to talk about with regard to railroad news and goings on, you can join us on our Discord at theironhorseman.com/Discord. So, this past weekend, we didn't have a show. Why was that?
Because we hate our viewers.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yep. Were there any other reasons by chance, or
I don't think so.
It got snowed in.
we
Yeah,
did get snowed in? Actually, I multiple people have said to me now, why didn't we make a podcast when we were all snowed in? Why didn't we have a live show when we were all snowed in? The
I
reason
think we were
is,
losing our minds too much.
yeah, we were, some people were like losing it, and the rest of people were intoxicated.
So we were all losing it.
Yeah. But
Perfect
no,
conditions to make a show.
yeah, this past weekend was, by some measures, the world's largest train show. We talked about this last episode, that it was upcoming, the Big E, or the Amherst Model Train Show. I don't think we have numbers for attendance for the show yet, but
Definitely more than a couple hundred.
definitely more than a couple hundred. No, like, I think a couple hundred is only the number of autographs Heist signed.
I thought you were going to say Murr.
Oh, jeez. That's right. Murr was there, huh?
Murr was there, and it cost $25 damn to see his little ass standing next to the booth.
Did you get to see the rest of them, or just that?
No, yeah, he was just bent over and he had his little ass hanging out.
Oh, you also got to see Ten's face, didn't you?
Oh, I saw plenty of Ted's face, yeah, because I was volunteering with them, so
Uh,
That's right.
I was.
You were a traitor to the booth,
Hey, no, no,
yeah,
no.
I was about to
The
say
booth
that's
was a
betraying
traitor.
the
The booth
BN.
was a traitor to me.
but yeah. So you were over there at the WWF booth, which is line of sight, or was line of sight from the Providence
Yeah.
Northern booth. Same
Well,
thing with the Black
also,
River booth was line of sight.
also, I mean, one of the places that I usually volunteer at, aka the WWF booth this year, is actually a place I do volunteer at. So I feel like it was maybe a little more apt that I was at their booth than the PN booth because I'm just more of like a body at the PN booth when I volunteer there. So
Yeah. It is
But
helpful to have
consider
bodies, but yeah.
no, I like talking. I like being at the WWF booth. That was great. I got to hang out next to Ten's face, talk about Ten's face, um, look at Ten's face.
Did you ever set up your 2 foot?
I did. Obviously, it wasn't really running because I may or may not have blown up the speaker. I kind of don't know what's
Oh
going on
no.
with that at the moment.
no.
It doesn't work, but it's all soldered together from what I can tell. So uh, maybe I didn't do a good enough job soldering and it's just not contacting well, or maybe I uh, hit the speaker with the soldering iron too many times by accident, or maybe I wasn't supposed to be using the magnetic properties of said speaker to hold it onto my helping hand so I could solder the wires to it. But, you know, who knows? It could be anything. It also just could be because I'm stupid, but we'll see. I have to rip the forney back apart. I did set it up. It was on display, and I felt like the boomer guy that brings all the Canadian national stuff because I had to put a note that says not for sale, please don't touch. Because the only spot I could set it up was next to the giant R Duck #9, and people were manhandling the fuck out of that thing.
Oh
So
jeez.
I was like, I don't want people to be like 5-year-old Hot Wheels toy playing with my engine as well as the R Duck engine. So I'm just gonna put a note there.
No touchy.
Yeah,
Nothing at this table is for sale.
well, because the like literally like there was some kid who had to be like 15 and was looking at the R Duck engine and just took it and like rolled it back and forth as fast as I've ever seen anyone roll something back and forth. And like I was like, yeah, if like my engine was like in the way of that, it would have just like gotten knocked off the table and broken. So I felt like I should put a sign, even though it made me feel like a little bit of a goober doing it. But um yeah, I mean, the only people who really noticed it and were impressed by it that I know of were the WWF volunteers. So at least, you know, at least someone thought it was cool.
Listen, you had the
I
correct
just didn't get the
audience.
need.
You had the correct audience over there for 2 foot, right?
Yeah, yeah, and I did try to do a little bit of work on some stuff, but there was literally no. They got that thing packed to the gills with stuff every year, and I kind of forgot that when I packed everything into my backpack. But maybe next year we'll set up the WWF official 2-foot modular layout that Dan and I have been throwing around for years now.
Oh hell yeah! You gotta
The,
like. I can see why you thought you would have more room because the WWF booth is so much larger than the
It's
Providence Northern
huge.
booth. But they just there's no room to maneuver in there. I couldn't even figure out how to get in. I
No,
walked
yeah,
by it at one point and I was just like, all right. I saw Mossy Mug in there and I was like, all right, he's trapped. He's not leaving.
that's kind of how it was. You kind of had to like get permission to enter and leave because there's so many people and things in the way. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go, and they're like, okay, let me let me shuffle out of the way.
You had to climb
So,
out through 10 smoke box.
I wish. I still think that's a. I still think we should have done that. Like had the front open and charged a couple bucks for a photo.
Charge people $10 to stick their head through the front, and yeah.
Yeah, and get
Uh,
all full of soot and ash. Although I guess it's a new smoke box, so maybe it doesn't have any dirt in there.
It's probably pretty clean compared to most smoke boxes. Also, all right, this is my prompt. Like I'm always one for calling people out on the podcast to encourage them to come on to the podcast. Lovingly, of course. You want to talk about soot? You know how we were using the wood stove at my house to keep us warm when we were snowed in?
Yeah.
I ran out of salt, and our resident coal miner, Casey, she goes, "Oh, take the ash and use it as ice melt. Like the ash and the cinders, just dump it out on like your walkway for traction." That's the last time I take advice like that from Casey. Now my whole floor is black.
Did
Because
it work?
it just not. I mean, nobody has slipped lately, so maybe it worked for that. You know, it worked to prevent people from slipping, but it just got tracked right back into the house, and it's all over the floor now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a good idea if you work at maybe a coal mine or in a locomotive shop or anywhere where there's actual coal and dirt and soot. But yeah, maybe residential uses. Maybe it's not best for residential uses.
Yeah,
You
well,
don't
now
like to do your interior redecoration via foot?
Oh, I need to figure out who I loaned my carpet cleaner vacuum thing to.
I know.
Because now I need it back.
I know who has it.
Who
Wait,
has?
you mean the little one?
No, not the little one. I had like
I
a
was gonna say,
full.
has it?
I had a full like it's like a full size vacuum cleaner, but it's a carpet cleaner, and it like has this mixture that you put into it that it sprays into the carpet. And then,
Oh,
you know, it's very fancy, and I think it was here when I moved in. But anyway, yeah. So the Big E was kind of crazy. I want to talk about some actual news at some point, but the Big E was kind of crazy because we had like an apocalyptic snowstorm on the second day, which was very well telegraphed. Everyone showed up on Saturday. It felt like there were a crazy number of people at the Big E on Saturday.
Yeah, it was insane. On
and
Saturday.
of course, we got to we in bumping elbows with all of them. We also got to bump elbows with all the other folks. If anyone here has not seen the vlog from the heist vlog of day one at Amherst, check it out. I have a cameo, and more importantly, Lafayette has a cameo. And you can see just how insane it was. But let's talk about the news. Tyler, I know you're here for a reason.
Yeah, the war is over and the light rail has lost for now.
Yeah, this is the I saw this and I went, oh well, I'm mad on your behalf. Let me see if I can go find it. Okay, yeah, here's the Phoenix City Council ends Capital Light Rail extension project.
Hell.
It's a weird situation. So for context, the Phoenix Light Rail system is building on the corpse of the Phoenix Street Railway Company, effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Phoenix Street
But wait,
Railway.
before you get into this, can I share a bit of breaking news that I just saw in the thread?
Oh
Okay.
no, what's going on?
It's a good thing we're not watching the Babylon branch of the Long Island Railroad right now because apparently they broke a rail and have had to cancel dozens of trains, and they're currently working on it.
Damn. If you, dear viewer, are watching this from your office, it's Sunday, but ignore that. Watching this from your office and you take the Long Island.
Wait, this was updated
Babylon-
2 days ago. Never mind.
Oh,
man.
damn it!
Ooh,
That's not. You got to check the dates. It's not breaking news. I mean,
Fudge.
that's on us. We didn't look at the date, but
I mean, okay, the headline just says crews are currently working to fix the rail, so it's not my fault that they
they're
didn't update
still
the
working
language.
to fix the rail. No,
Yeah,
they're
they
still
didn't
out
update
there.
the language. It's fine.
Anyway, all right. So the corpse of the light rail system in Phoenix, a thing that every American city has, a corpse of a light rail system.
Yes. So the streetcar system, to be fair to the city of Phoenix and Valley Metro, they have done a fantastic job on extending it to where it arguably should have gone to begin with, which is to Mesa in the east. I guess at some point they should really do the proposal to Chandler to the south that the Phoenix Street Railway never did. And they have also managed to get to Metro Center Mall, but actually after it died.
Oh.
So they have redeveloped Metro Center Mall. It is now called Metro Parkway Station, which is good. We get our nice affordable housing and everything else up there.
Good.
There is the Tempe streetcar, which is also growing. Hopefully soon. If my mic wants to be weird, you might actually hear them come by in a minute.
Ding ding.
Oh,
But,
there it is.
the issue with how the Phoenix Street Railway is the Washington Street line, which the light rail is built on partially. After it goes through what is now the downtown Phoenix hub, because we split the system recently into the A and B lines, to go west, you run directly into the Capital District. And the legislature has not liked this. Historically, it literally went right next to the Capitol.
Okay.
Which makes for some really cool historic photos. Now, with how they want to route the traffic and everything, and the legislature kind of doesn't want the ability for people to just kind of rock up on the doorstep. They passed a
What L activities? Like, we don't want the people coming to their government. Bruh.
But effectively, so the legislature, it was a couple years ago, because I'm trying to remember what proposition, I think it's Prop 400, it's a small little additional, couple cent tax that has been used since the construction started on the light rail system, to fund the growth, expansion, and operations. They put in a thing of it cannot fund any construction projects within 1,000 feet of the Capitol, which knocks out the original taking the street railway path.
That's so.
And so
stupid.
they went with the two different options, and then the local residents of the historic district that it went through got kind of mad because they'd have to alter at least one building to make the curve work.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a whole mess. And then finally they did the last few votes, and it came down to the idea of just, let's kill this project, which they've been fighting over this extension since effectively when they started conceptualizing the light rail.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was always, we're going to have to extend into the West Valley. But the way to do it was always in question. The idea with the Capitol extension is it was going to be a small extension. It was also going to cost $250 million a mile.
Which
I can see.
That sounds like a lot, but as far as transit projects go, that's a steal.
It is, but at the same time, when you put that against some of the costs of the other parts of the system, it's.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it sounds a little painful.
I can see why they have a little bit of sticker shock on that front.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was, so the Capitol extension would be essentially the jumping off point to put the light rail in the median of Interstate 10 going into the West Valley. Which would be cool, because it would get you effectively a grade separated path for a significant distance into the West Valley, and then you could do a bunch of stops up there, which is the idea. Now they aren't going to do that. They have, however, proposed, and I haven't seen the actual, because it isn't in the Transit 2050 plans that Valley Metro came out with a couple years ago. The backup, which I'm not sure how much they've cooked on, is they're going to jump off of the B line at Indian School and just go straight west.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the maps again. Where the B line? Oh, the B line is the north-south line.
Yes. So it's just before the first westward turn.
Okay, so like Campbell Central Avenue, or Indian School is the
below
one right
that,
before
Indian
that.
School.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
So they were
see that on the old map as well. Like the B line is the
yes.
blue on the old map
Yeah, the
ish.
beeline it's kind of weird because it technically the beeline for most of it is taking the old Indian school line and the Orangewood district, albeit it's altered the Orangewood district to a significant extent.
Hmm.
Um, so we'll see what happens with that. I am I'm not surprised that this finally died because frankly this should have just been settled and done with years ago, instead of dragging it on because now we have spent a significant amount on the studies for the CapEx program, which I almost had an internship for actually.
Hmm.
Um, but again, this has been thrown around for close to 2 decades, and if there's other viable alternatives, which Indian school thinking about it is that bad of an alternative, and it's gonna get the legislature off their back, hopefully in quick order. Um, I don't know. I'd also like to see they're talking about, and they have a lot of motion going with the cities of Tempe and Mesa for the extension of the streetcar to, I think, even farther than the light rail goes eastward,
Oh wow.
which I think is just insanity. But it would be really cool, um, not just because the first stop that they're going to be adding is Tempe Marketplace. And there is a Sam's Club there, and I really want to see all of the ASU students clamoring into these streetcars with all of their stuff from Sam's Club.
The bulk stuff from Sam's Club trying to pile it into the.
Exactly, exactly. It's gonna be beautiful, but yeah,
He's
this is
jump
the
scare again.
transit update of Valley Metro. I'm thankful though in the fact of
Bruh.
them talking about the Indian school extension being an option because the other thing they were talking about was extending bus and BRT services. And while that's good, uh, extending the light rail, I would argue, would be significantly better in the long term.
I mean, I can't disagree with
Uh,
that. We're not biased or anything, of course. No, but it's the thing about light rail is it's got permanence and it attracts people better than a bus line, even a BRT line. And doing BRTs and stuff is all well and good, but it's harder to get people on the bus than it is to get them on a light rail. Just
yes.
at a basic level. Um,
The other thing as well is we're seeing some community developments, around the light rail and the streetcar for walkable little like shopping centers slash a high capacity, housing
mm-hmm.
effectively. There's one just like a mile or two east of me that opened up recently that pretty darn neat. If we get more of that, because Tempe, most of the cities that the light rail and the streetcar go through they've effectively hit their borders. Um, there are everything outside of their demarcation is another city or town. So if they want to get more people, they want to do more stuff, they have to build up. And you know what's good about that? It allows you to put in transit.
Mm-hmm. It's good old TOD, transit oriented development. It's something that is like a minimum standard for if you're building out a transit system. You need to look for places where you can upzone and fit more people, because the other nice thing about a light rail versus a bus service is that it's a higher capacity option. Uh, the vehicles are larger by virtue of the fact that they don't have to worry about squeezing around cars. So, you know, It still is kind of ridiculous that the state does not want light rail within 1,000 feet. The state has taken out a restraining order against light rail, or at least they tried to.
Yeah, it's
But I'm glad that there's still like hope in this project.
it's dumb, and frankly, if they were going to kill it, they should have killed it years ago and let Valley Metro go on with another project. It would have been really cool because when you go up to the capital going westbound, there's the state memorial to all of different veterans and stuff. So we have one of the main guns off of the Missouri and one of the main guns off of the Arizona.
Well, that's sick.
So if the light rail had gone through, and this would be a really fun little module to build of like what that proposal would have actually looked like. The light rail would have gone around that, and so if you're in the cab, you would just see the gun pointing at you for skirt along.
Yeah.
It's a very reasonable sized gun. It's the length from my arm to Tyler's forehead.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go again. All right, yeah, no, East has snuck in here again. You can at least warn me. We do have a hand up in the audience, so I'm going to bring in Strawberry Shortcake, because they hopefully have something that they want to talk about.
Person who baited me, please join and atone for your sins.
What? What?
Person who baited me with fake breaking news.
Well, in my defense, my father will send me occasionally. He'll send me Long Island Rail news just periodically when he sees them. And he saw this one earlier and sent it to me. And I thought it was fitting to bring up on the podcast. I did not realize it was sent 2 days ago. Which, I mean, it's not currently very breaking, but knowing Long Island, it's probably going to not be resolved for another 2 weeks.
It is.
I do have
rail broken news.
I do kind.
You just
Yes,
reminded me.
I do kind of want to talk about that because.
Go ahead.
Okay. So for context, if the viewers at home don't know, the Babylon line from Jamaica to Babylon is a 2-track main, no passing tracks along the whole way.
Names.
So, as if a rail breaks, that means they have to go down to a 1-track main with still no passing tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So that means dozens of train cancellations. All of the expresses practically get canceled because expresses on the Babylon line don't stop at Wantagh, which is the train station that was affected by this. And so all express trains are practically going to be canceled. I currently don't know the train schedule because weekend train schedules are weirder and not really the same. And so I'm practically assuming that they're going to remove some trains and keep it to, because I mean, I don't know how fast they can repair that rail, because what I assume happened is that probably a train got a little spicy and cold and crack. The article wasn't exactly descriptive because you trust journalists to give you information about the rail.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can pull up LIRR status to see if they have maybe fixed it already. If there are if there are no active alerts for the Babylon branch, no, Babylon branch seems to have no alerts, so they probably fixed it. I mean, to replace a rail is annoying, but it's far from insurmountable. You get out there
No.
Has anyone here read Alas Babylon?
I mean,
the what?
Alas Babylon? Because you saying the Babylon branch reminded me of it.
Well,
I feel like there's a more notable thing with Babylon in the name.
you mean like the tower?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me that
Ninja-
whatever anime book I'm assuming you're talking about is more popular than the Tower of Babylon?
Alas Babylon was mandatory reading in my 10th grade Catholic high school.
So it was an
about the
anime
nuclear
book.
holocaust in Florida.
Yeah, the Catholic Church loves anime.
They do. They don't
So,
shut up.
so
about
actually,
it.
we're talking about Babylonia.
Eh,
From Fate
I mean,
Grand
not
Order?
wrong.
Did
So-
y'all hear what I said the actual book is about?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It's
Yeah, I
about
did,
the
I did,
nuclear
I
holocaust
heard.
in Florida.
Oh.
Florida.
So that is that like a. So it's like not. It's like fiction, right?
Yeah, well, I
Well-
mean, debatable.
I was gonna say what time period was that from? I don't remember that.
It's from immediately
I think it's
after
set in the
they
60s.
repaved all the roads with nuclear waste.
Oh,
Plowshare
Yeah.
time.
So it's just Florida now.
Yeah.
can we direct
Yes.
the center of the Holocaust on the villages?
All right. Well, hold on.
God.
We're not.
I-
we,
you know, I live
we
next
should
to a
not be
Holocaust
directing any
memorial museum.
Holocausts anywhere.
The nuclear one. The nuclear one.
That
with the
no,
big
that's
bomb.
not good either. That's not good either.
Not the Nazi kind. The
Speaking
big
of-
bomb
Okay.
American kind.
Yeah,
Are you
that's-
saying you don't want to direct it to East Rutherford?
Oh,
New
no.
Jersey? No, that's too close to me.
All right. Well,
I mean,
As
it's New
I was
Jersey.
reminded of
It's New
this.
Jersey.
Everyone hates New Jersey. And also, everything's legal there.
Tyler,
Yeah.
what?
Nuclear-
No,
Except pumping gas.
that's true. Everybody gets one.
Yeah,
I'm
Hamilton
not
couldn't
feeding into
pump
this.
his own
We're
gas
here
in
to
New
do
Jersey on the
railroad
way to
news.
Druid
We're
Bureau.
not doing a Holocaust to anybody. Tyler,
All right,
what was
fine.
it that you were talking
Go in the
about?
quote book.
I'm not sure if you brought this up in any of the last ones because it wasn't an actual crash, but
Uh-oh.
the Valley Metro had a unintended visitor direct itself onto the tracks,
Oh.
being a Waymo.
Car?
Oh no! Oh, was that the was that the little
The Waymo.
robot?
No, it's the
Oh,
No,
the
that was right.
big
oh.
autonomous cars.
Oh, one of the
That you
autonomous
can-
cars. Oh, gee.
Equally funny,
Or-
but like the robot was that was peak. That
The
was
robot
peak
had it
watch.
coming.
Yeah, never mind. I was
These
gonna ask
guys.
a question. I don't
Uh,
think you want me to ask.
I'm trying to remember what they are specifically, like the electric Jaguars. I think they're built off of.
Yeah, they're stinky. They're trying to put those in Boston.
Yeah, they've been here for a while, and I'm not sure why they decided to center around Tempe because it's asking for all of the
Wait, there's a guy driving it. What the heck?
horrible
Wait, I didn't,
collisions that don't have a will to live.
This
Why is
this
there,
thing
why is there a guy in the driver's seat?
this thing that you posted initially is not the Waymo crash.
Yeah, that's not the
It's
Waymo,
somebody
yeah.
else. It's a different incident.
Oh, it's another one. Oh, great.
This
Bonk.
was on
Oh, is it-
January 8th. Yeah.
It said a
Oh,
driver.
it's that.
It said a driver fled before the police arrived. The driver of the tram or the truck?
I would
The
hope
truck.
the driver of the tram didn't just take off.
That would be so funny.
But yeah, we had a Waymo go on the tracks a few weeks ago, and that was
Good.
Hey,
Show
It
me
was
the
it was the
boss.
wrong Waymo.
Say the future is light rail, not you, Waymo.
They're beefing.
flop the wheels.
They
for
are
the tires.
actively
Exactly.
fighting.
This should be.
So
Speaking of fighting,
go ahead.
the foamers are fighting over the newest MBTA heritage unit.
No.
Why? How are they fighting,
Oh.
TJ?
They're fighting because New Haven fans stay winning. And that's one of the most, I would say, in my humble opinion, one of the most divisive rail fan groups are the people who like New Haven and the people who don't. It's like you either really like the New Haven or you really hate the New Haven. And so the MBTA clearly choosing a side here has
You're
released
either
their
with us
new-
or you're against us, MBTA.
they released a new heritage unit with McGuinness New Haven livery. That I said that backwards, kind of, but unfortunately, it went to North Station for a photo op, I guess, and word on the street is they couldn't get it to start, and so I had to go back to Rochester.
That is beautiful. It just
It didn't want to. It just
Yeah.
We're with you. We swear. This
These
wasn't
are-
our fault.
these are the New Haven
Don't kill us.
activities.
Exactly. In true New Haven McGinnis New Haven fashion, it didn't go anywhere.
It honestly, the truest McGinnis New Haven fashion would be if it didn't go anywhere because somebody like stole all the copper wiring out of it. Uh,
But in other news, briefly related to this, apparently the Rolling Stock Solutions F40, that guy who like worked at the MBTA and was like, "Man, these things are gonna need to be fixed soon. I should start a leasing company." um, uh, I'm pretty sure the lore of Rolling Stock Solutions is that the guy was like a maintenance worker for MBTA and like kind of saw the writing on the wall with the F40s and decided to buy up a bunch of old ones and is rebuilding them and is now leasing them to the MBTA.
oh,
Rebuilding them how?
Well, so the F40s have already been rebuilt like 3 times by the MBTA's like contractors. So he's basically just doing that. He's like, oh, what if I make like a new tier like F40-C, which is what they call it.
the
I don't know.
two
I don't know.
C's are the.
I just imagine this guy pulling a heist and just having a locomotive in his garage.
Oh yeah, one at a time.
Hold on. Let me see if I can corroborate my story here because I like read that like when I first heard about this thing, I read about it, and so maybe it was like hearsay. But let me
Well,
see. Rolling
when-
Stock.
Heist mentioned. Again, obviously, this one was not me, so I feel like it's the perfect time for me to say to, hey, Mark's doing a charter with 20 ES&D to Cascade, Cry About It Foamer Heist Charter 2026. That's coming up next month or this month, I guess. Now, I wish I could go. I sadly cannot. I'm going to put the link in the episode links. I don't even know if you can get a ticket anymore because they went.
There was only a few spots left when there was a last an update, and that was a couple days ago. So there might not be any.
I would not be surprised. And they're also doing a bus, like a charter bus from Denver down to the DNS, which is honestly a great way to do this. Although when I looked at it, incredibly enough, the cheapest flights I could find were from TF Green to Durango. Flying from Boston to Denver was more expensive. I don't know how.
That is.
Also,
I don't know. How to feel about that?
No.
speaking of having a train in the garage,
Oh no. Where is
it
this
wasn't
going?
a garage, but there was the new build that escaped the workshop recently.
Oh, is that the
which-
Australian thing?
Yes,
I heard about that.
this
Uh,
thing is
pretty
beautiful.
Tyler, it's missing something.
Yes, and there's a reason for that. So, the gentlemen that are working on this are retired, and they've been, it's been like 23 years, I think.
Oh, so
No,
2/3 as
started
long
in
as 3713.
Started in 2003, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's slowly been actually some of the machining here, some of the machining at the Peachy Reacher Railway, which is where both these individuals volunteer at. But this is on their private residence. As you can see, the shop is not significantly large.
The shop is fantastic. I wish I had a shop like that.
Yeah, but
It's,
for
Don't we all?
to new build a Cape Gauge 440 of the Bayer Peacock flavor, you might need a little bit more room. So about a year or two ago, they sent the tender off to the Pichi Ricci. It has been in storage, and just recently, last week, they kidnapped the engine, and so it's gone. Back
Reduced to atoms.
It's gone down to the Pichi Ricci for storage and for a little bit of additional work on it.
Like a boiler?
And no,
Oh,
because the individuals that are doing this are now going to move all of the parts that they have had made for the boiler to their workshop at their private residence
oh, okay.
so they can weld it up and do all this other work, and then they'll just bring it down and assemble everything at the Pichi Richi.
Putting a boiler on a locomotive that looks otherwise complete strikes me as really difficult. Um, because that's a really
It's
big piece of metal. You'd think you'd want to put that on before you do like the smoke box and
The
cab.
rest of it.
Yeah.
it makes sense in regards to especially how this project has been going because it's again to private individuals for the most part kind of doing this as an effective retirement project. Um, the thing with it as well, like the cab's going to go off before they can put the boiler on. That's just how geometry works. But the boilers, especially for these engines, are designed. You have a plate. I think it's the same thing with 10. It should be. And pretty much any other locomotive where you can bolt it to the smoke box. And the case of this engine, the smoke box itself is kind of weird um, in how it mounts to the frame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
So
looks like it's like one big piece, sort of.
yeah, so it makes sense to do the boiler outside, especially. And this is a gripe I have with some restoration projects. Try to make sure the boiler finishes as late as possible in your restoration process because regulatory tickets exist.
That's true. That's true. You do not want to be burning your flue time while you're still assembling the rest of the locomotive.
Yes. Now, of course, there are ways to get around that, but at the same time, still don't just restore your boiler and then spend the next 5 years working on running gear. But anyways, so again, this is pretty much everything except for the boiler is complete, and they'll be assembling the boiler probably take them another year or so, is what they're reckoning. And then another new build will join the fleet. Should be, as far as I'm aware, this is the first new build in Australia,
Hmm.
which is kind of crazy. Again, it's just two private individuals that just said, "Huh, you know, it'd be really funny, mate."
It's proof that if you're really dedicated, you could build your own locomotive. It's given time and disposable income, you can do whatever you
And
want.
skills.
And skills. Well, you need the time and the disposable income. You can learn those skills given those two things.
Yes.
Uh, so if you get the skills to pay the internet bills, um,
You too can become free men in a shed.
exactly. Strawberry, was there anything else that you wanted to bring up? You've just been sort of hanging out in the wings here. I didn't ever formally wrap up your news item.
I think enough slander of the Babylon branch has been obtained from my lips, so
Well, it's
I will
Oh,
go back
damn.
out into the audience.
all right. I was gonna say there's definitely a joke in here about slander and like languages and the Tower of Babel, but I just whatever, it's not important. Um,
I do have a little bit of clarification on my rolling stock solutions
oh,
info.
go ahead.
So the F40-4C, which is what they're calling it.
4C.
So there's a 1001 and 1002, and apparently 1001 is it's ex Virginia Rail Express, ex Amtrak,
Oh,
not
okay.
ex MBTA. But
so
the people,
okay.
all the people who work at Rolling Stock Solutions are ex MBTA people, like high up MBTA people too.
That does make a degree of sense, though, doesn't it? It's these
Yeah.
people that are like, oh, listen, we'll go off and make our company to rebuild stuff for MBTA because we already know what they need because that was
Yes.
us.
Yeah, so they're based out of Boston, and the MBTA is their first like contract, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to like expand beyond Massachusetts. But yeah, so the CEO, previously the deputy general manager and chief of staff of the MBTA.
Mm-hmm.
The chief mechanical officer was previously the mechanical technical director for Keolis. Has held senior positions in the U.S. and Europe. And then I think, yeah, and then the other people are like kind of new to the rail industry, I guess, it looks like.
I will say that's great for these guys, not great for the MBTA. Like, the MBTA should be able to do. You'd hope they could do some of this stuff in house.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh, we outsourced our locomotive working to this company. But I suppose if this company is somebody that's intimately familiar with MBTA, it's better than just getting like, what's the like MPI to do it or whatever.
I
Like
mean,
another
that's who's
random.
doing all their other stuff.
Yeah, it's probably better to use the local Boston guys who know the MBTA inside and out than general contractor number 17 that does locomotives but doesn't really care about the MBTA specifically.
I don't know if these guys really care about the MBTA specifically either, or it's just that, hey, we know these guys, they'll let us, well, they'll make a deal with us.
Well, I'm trying to
'Cause,
be
like,
optimistic here.
I don't know. Like, I just don't, like, you think if, like, Metro was like, hey, we are going to need to lease a whole bunch of F40s very soon, and you guys want to build F40s, we'll shake hands on that. Like, I feel like they wouldn't be based in Boston, they'd be based in Chicago. Like, I feel like these guys, because one of the people who owns the company is just like a big, like, venture capital guy. So I feel like they're just kind of moving as the wind blows type deal.
Yeah, well, perhaps what I mean then is from the point of view of the MBTA, this hopefully will get them better outcomes than
Oh yeah, yeah. They
whatever.
can go yell at them
in person.
much easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might I have a suggestion for these rebuilds?
What's
Don't.
your suggestion?
The best heritage scheme.
Time machine? Oh.
Oh boy, what is the best heritage scheme?
Go scroll all the way
Yeah.
down to the. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, I'll put this on the screen for everyone. Why not? I didn't know this. No, Tyler, this is not. You're incorrect. This is not the Kool-Aid Man scheme. That's the best
Oh,
F40
I
scheme.
forgot about that.
But also, Taste Drive is a great slogan. Instead of Test Drive.
Gods.
Red Bull gives you wings. Anyway, if you have a news article, dear listener, or a news item that you'd like to talk about, you can join our Discord, put your hand up, and we'll let you in. One by one, we have somebody in right now. Seaman Recruit Phoenix. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, this isn't like insanely related, but you were mentioning F40s, and New Jersey Transit operates some Jeep 40s, like Jeep 40 passenger locomotives, that have car bodies from FP45s.
Oh, okay, so they're pretending to be F40s.
Pretty much, yeah. It's literally just like a Jeep 40 like nose and cab, but instead of a Jeep 40 long hood, it has the cowl from an FP45.
Oh, that's kind of wild. Never would have known about
Yeah,
that.
wacky looking. Although they do also still operate some F40 something cats as well in New Jersey Transit. You don't see them too often because I live near the corridor, so I only see the electro diesels and whatnot. I don't see the diesels too often.
If you have a photo of one of these weird oddballs that you're talking about, feel free to throw it in the public thread. I'd love to see what they look like.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Now, can we do this with an F unit?
Just drop an F unit cowl over like a GP40.
Yes.
I can, in my head,
That's going to be the
Return to
B&M
tradition.
heritage unit.
in my head, you can look in through the windows of the F unit body and see like the blocky Jeep cab underneath. Like they didn't remove the other cab, they just dropped an extra shell over the top.
Oh, it's like in trains, like when you have the interior cab, with like
Oh,
with
no.
the actual exterior cab.
Yeah, the interior cab, it's the wrong model. Uh,
Big boy cab.
the big boy cab. Uh-oh.
Where did
You said it,
I'll also
TJ.
drop
I said
I'll,
it.
I'll also drop I'll also drop a picture of one of their FP45 cat things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find a picture of their G40s with the full cowl.
All right, you keep looking. We have a solemn duty because the big boy was mentioned to cover the big boy news. Uh,
Die.
quote:
I have.
We
I
are.
have.
No, got what, TJ?
I have little boy news.
What does that mean?
Before we get to big boy news, I have little boy news.
Listen, I don't want to talk about the Epstein files on this podcast.
No, I don't want to get. I don't want to be depressed today. Well, more than I am.
Right, I found a
So-
good picture. I'll also drop a
Perfect.
picture of one of their F40s in there. Okay, it's in the public
Whoa,
Terminus
that thing looks insane.
Uncanny Valley F40.
That's so weird.
It
Hold
really
on.
does.
I'm gonna get them up
Wacky.
on the screen here for a second.
Yeah, the Jeep hood on the F40 body is not.
You know what? I have
Oh, it's an
seen
F40
one of
it's
these
an F-
before.
It's an FP45 body on a Jeep 40.
Also, like, what is that electric or diesel looking thing in the back on the right?
Like the one with the weird like black triangle looking thing on the
Yeah,
nose.
it looks very European.
That is
I mean,
one
all
of
their
New
stuff
Jersey
looks very
Transit's
European. But
electric locomotives that they're trying to phase out because they're awful.
Damn. Well, they look cool.
Well, they're not awful. They're just aging.
they do look cool. I mean, I will say
They
New
do
Jersey
look
Transit
cool.
has the
Also,
aura
one-
with the electrics. Also, that
the one in between them, that one with like that has just like the black bar with the NJ Transit on it and the logo.
yeah.
That's in a dual mode. That can be pure electric with a pantograph, or it can be diesel electric with dual high speed prime movers.
Whoa.
Cool.
And New Jersey Transit keeps buying more of them, and I haven't heard anything bad about them. So they seem to be working well, unlike the Chargers.
Well, the little
Yeah.
snow. We had a little snow. We had a little breakdown. It's okay. We can sympathize with the Chargers.
We do it a little snowing.
We do.
I
The
love
Chargers
the.
will shut down if you slam the door to the nose too hard, because the computer
Nose
thinks,
door?
"Oh shit, we've crashed."
Chargers have a nose door?
I love this.
Yeah, like no door from the cab down into the nose. Where
Oh,
the head is.
okay. I was gonna say I didn't think you could
Yeah,
get at
if
the
you
front of the
slam
Chargers.
that door too hard, the computer freaks out because it thinks you've crashed, and it dumps the air and shuts the whole thing down.
Well, I mean,
that is an actual problem with Chargers.
Well, don't be slamming the door then. Did your mother teach you nothing?
I know. Be polite.
Yeah, but there's
Your
an
downstairs
alarm.
neighbor's gonna hate you if you do
Door
that.
open for too long, and if the door doesn't want to close, well,
Wow.
politely ask it
Right.
to close. What were you saying, TJ?
Oh, little boy news.
No, sure.
So, I was recommended on the sidebar of the webcam for this week. I was
Mhm.
recommended a video. Forgotten Railroads over Rhode Island, the Newport and Wickford Railroad. Very interesting.
I saw this video come up, or like I saw somebody teasing it on YouTube, or sorry, on Reddit before they released the video, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And I just didn't I didn't really follow along because I haven't really had time to. But I also thought, well, I've read the Railroads of Rhode Island book. What else is there for me to know? But
Well, so I watched the video, or I scrubbed through it, and while they definitely have a style that they have, they used the puck.
I like how the image
Uh,
is inverted too.
The image is inverted, and then they also later in the video, they have like the death of the railroad take place, and to show like narratively that the trains are dying, they have this absurd perspective warped puck. Hold on, I'll send this in the.
Oh no. I put the first one up on screen. Oh my god! All right, hold on. I gotta get this on screen too.
Whoever
man.
works on these, I love the video, but please hit me up.
Graphic
Hit me up. I'll
design is
help
their
you out.
passion.
I will.
No,
I will lovingly.
This is perfect.
I will lovingly help you out so that you don't use 2-foot locomotives as your engines, because the foamers will be all over you. I'm surprised there's not 50 comments on this video right now.
It's
Okay, but
TJ.
consider
TJ is the
fucking
foamers.
noob.
And they're all me. And they're all me. But no, seriously, this is really cool. It's cool to see someone making videos like this. And I would love to make a video about the Narragansett Pier Railroad. So hit me up, or I'll hit you up. Maybe
Oh.
I'll find you.
I will
One
find
hunt-
you.
I'll hunt you down.
Whoa. All right. I will give Phoenix the floor one more time so that we can do a proper send off of that topic, because we were like 5 topics diverted from it, and we need to talk about the big boy. Go ahead, Phoenix.
Little boy news is over.
One quick thing, real quick. New Jersey Transit has heritage units.
They do, and they're
Yeah,
pretty
they
sick.
Yeah, they've got like on rail Pensy, like the Pensy with the Tuscan red and 5-stripe looks phenomenal. People say.
Yeah, the
That's
only
probably
problem
my
is
favorite.
the only problem is the
Yeah,
stripes
that's
don't
great.
line up from the front to the side. Just like don't think about it.
I know.
Uh,
That's the one part about that thing that doesn't look right.
But
Everything else is perfect.
it's cool that in the modern era, like every railroad, including commuter rails, like the major commuter rails, have gotten on board with doing heritables. Like, love that.
It's great.
Honestly, love that. So yeah,
Also, who doesn't want to see a Conrail Jeep 40 doing push-pull passenger service?
hell yeah. All right. Thank you for coming on the show, Phoenix. And we'll see you again soon.
All right, thanks for having me.
Okay. I wanna start the big boy segment with a quote, which is from Jim Vina, who's the UP CEO. Quote: "We are gonna run that big boy, which I really have a love-hate relationship with. I really do. Unless it can carry 100 cars of grain, I don't want it on the railroad. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of benefits for it, and we're going to run it across the country. We're going to go coast to coast." So, oh god,
I mean,
I have a
So-
quote that we can start this off with.
what's your quote?
Do you think God stays in heaven because he lives in fear of what he's created here on earth? Robert Rodriguez, writer of Spy Kids 2.
Oh yeah, I
The-
mean,
the best
truly, the big
masterpiece.
boy is one of God's creations. That's what they teach you in
Well-
Catholic school: anime and big boy.
Yeah, they say read this anime novel and watch Big Boy highlight reels.
This anime novel
They
about
will
the
teach
Florida
you this and
Holocaust.
choo choo you.
Yeah. So, I don't. Are there destinations that
Tallahassee.
have been stated? They keep saying we're
Um,
going coast to coast, but I haven't seen like a map or anything, or even like
I
a
don't
hey,
think
we're gonna
no.
go here.
They have said 2 locations. There
Okay.
are 2 major public displays that are set Friday and Saturday of April 10th and 11th at Roseville, California. And then April 18th and 19th, Saturday and Sunday as well, at Ogden, Utah. Those are the major public displays of the western portion of the Coast to Coast tour.
Okay, well
Um,
that's all the way over there. That's not helpful. That's not very coast to coast.
Yeah, they because what it
They're getting
sounds
there.
like is they start March 29th and then they return to Cheyenne on April 24th, and then they might like stall for a little bit and probably, my guess, just thinking about it, probably try to get the big boy into, say, somewhere around DC for the 4th.
Hmm. I mean, good luck. Good luck to them. The other quote from Vina in here is that there are, quote, a few problems with our partner in the East when it comes to finalizing the trip, and he suggested they better, quote, freaking hurry up.
I would like to point out to Jim Vina,
Hurry up.
I'm pretty sure the big boy can carry 100 cars of grain.
Yeah, they should do that. Just send it.
You should do that. You should, bring it back to
Well-
regular freight service. Make Ed Dickens' life both immensely fun and immensely horrifying at the same time. It'll be great. It'll be a blast.
Where's that video of the
No.
Challenger on the stack train?
Oh,
3985. Let's go.
Let me see if
I will
can
say,
pull it
we were
up.
talking recently about that 4014 is going to have to tow a MOW train behind it with some cranes.
Oh yeah.
So I think 75 cars of grain and then 25 maintenance related. Sperry rail car, geometry train, crane, ballast hoppers, whatever else you need to fix the track, those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And a
correction.
caboose. And a caboose.
Correction. 3985 could haul 140 free stack cars that were loaded.
Nice.
So I think isn't it?
Thank
clear?
you. Thank you,
How
Super
long would
Fox
that
and Railway
be?
Productions too.
How long would a 140 free stack car train be? And let's say let's do 15% added on because it's a big boy. And that's how long of a train you can do for
And they should
good
do a
Juvena.
transcontinental Z train stack train, like double stack train,
Yes.
with the big boy as like the modern day Super C.
Exactly.
I love in this article. So we have this long article about the tour, which really doesn't tell us much, but there's a couple of funny tidbits in here. There's
It
a
tells them they better freaking hurry up.
yeah, better freaking hurry up. But also there's an exchange between Ed Dickens and an internet commenter. Quote, I don't know, Ed, the track looks pretty close to that wall, a commenter identifying himself as Daniel Parsons wrote, the big boy might have a tough time through there. Dickens responded, it will fit with room to spare, thanks, Daniel. And Daniel responded, I trust you, thanks, Ed, and good luck with the tour.
Wow.
Thank-
He's so down to earth.
I mean,
It's just like us.
in fairness, everything I've ever heard about Ed Dickens is that he's like generally a really chill guy.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
yeah, he
He
is.
is.
Yeah, he is.
We officially we wish nothing but the best for him.
Yeah, let me text him.
We
Yeah.
hope your managers will actually get everything set up because
Okay.
that's-
I won't like Ed Dickens until he brings that dang thing through the Hoosick Tunnel to Boston.
Oh yeah, no, don't wish
yes.
death upon
Yes,
the crews.
please do it. Do it.
bring that haunted tunnel down once and for all.
If the transcontinental tour for the Big Boy is realized, it will mark Big Boy 4014's first return to the East Coast since it was built. I mean, Schenectady is not on the coast, but yeah, close enough.
Yeah, it's gonna get. Yeah, exactly. If that's their definition of the coast, then it's not getting anywhere cool.
It's a coast. I mean, it's a coast of the Hudson River, which is, like
Technically, I
the
guess.
the elevation of the Hudson River at like Albany is, I think, maybe a dozen feet above sea level. Like the difference in elevation across the entirety of the Hudson River Valley is really, really low. It's crazy. I mean, it's an American fjord, is what it is.
Effectively.
It's crazy to think about, but geologically, it's what it is. But yeah, no. So the big boy's going on tour again. We don't know. It's gonna come over here. If the Eastern partner, I wonder who that could be, could get it together. Um, and I don't know. Maybe if it shows, if they bring it to Schenectady, that would be fantastic. Too bad there is no locomotive works in Schenectady anymore for it to pose next to.
Wait, I know where they could pose next to an alco plant.
Oh,
Oh no.
bring it to Providence.
Oh god.
Oh my God, David Morales.
Okay,
David, I'm gonna vote for
the thing,
David Morales
though.
if his campaign Providence is if his campaign promises we're gonna bring the big boy to Rhode Island. We're gonna have a steam engine in this state again.
Here's my question though.
Go ahead.
Does Jay Leno or any other individual that UP could call upon have a Schenectady built Sherman
Oh no.
to go on display with the picture?
Wait, who did you say?
Jay Leno?
You mean Leno?
Yeah, Jay Leno.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know why my
legitimately
brain is going crazy.
I did not know who you meant.
Well, I thought you said Jay Leno. I was like, what is Jay Leno?
No, Jay Leno.
Is this like a company that I don't know about?
Yeah, they make Shermans.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I mean maybe in Schenectady. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the game.
They do have one building that was associated with the Alco plant left, the nuclear reactor. Can we get the big
Yeah, we
boy
thought
posed
Burnham
next to the
was
nuclear
weird.
reactor?
We could do that at MIT.
Oh,
No,
man.
our reactor is better than your reactor.
4014 reactor tour.
Where's that one reactor under the football stadium in Chicago?
What?
I don't know, but I think that's a plot point in one of the in one of the Batman movies.
I was gonna say I think you're thinking of Gotham.
No, because it's the one that they used to make the. What was it?
The one that used to make the grass grow.
Radioactive grass. It's crazy. All of our quarterbacks have 3 arms.
Yeah, wait, what? There's no way there's a
Chicago
reactor under-
Pile 1, the first artificial nuclear reactor
What?
for the Manhattan Project, 1942, University of Chicago. I think
Under a football field?
I believe this was under. Where was this?
I don't even.
Place of sight.
Anyway, all right. I'm
under
gonna.
the stands at Stagfield.
Here we go.
Oh, under
Here
the
we go.
stands.
Nuclear nerd is in the chat. Chicago Pile 1 was raised and does not exist anymore. It was under a stadium, says Mossy Mug.
Oh, thank you, Mossy.
Okay, is the stadium still there?
We need to
Can
put the. We need to
put the big
restore
boy next to the stadium.
restore the reactor.
Restore the reactor and run it under the stadium.
All right. Phoenix has their hand up again. I'm going to let them back in, but we started Wicked Lights, so this is a short show. We got to be wrapping up because we have to go into some locomotive verses, of course. But what is on your platform, Phoenix?
It's literally just that you're joking about Big Boy and the reactor, and there is an anime called Galaxy Railways, and one of the hero trains is pulled by Big One, which is basically a space big boy, and it has an atomic boiler.
Oh,
That's all.
I should probably watch that show at some point.
There's also a command center where in the tender where the bunker and where the bunker and water tank should be, and yet somehow, even though it has an atomic boiler and all that, in at least the early versions with the original Big One before it went to Neo Big One, there's literally just coal on top of the tender.
It's a fake coal load. It's fine. It's a plastic cap that looks like coal. Don't worry.
It's the cast part.
Oh,
yeah.
also Big One's whistle is literally it's just a flat cap, and when they blow the whistle, it just pops up, steam shoots out, and it makes a noise. Then when I stop blowing the whistle, the cap comes back down and seals it off.
So like a tractor exhaust.
Kind of, except it goes straight up, and there's like a pin in the middle that it that it turns up and down on.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I am constantly surrounded by Galaxy Railways references, and I've never seen it. I don't really watch anime, but I Like it's some
That was
Theme
mandatory viewing for me in high school
Oh, God.
Railway's
at my Catholic high
intro
school.
song actually is really it goes hard.
Oh, and
You know what
also,
it needs?
what is it with fiction's obsession with putting things inside steam locomotives in places they cannot go? Like, has anyone here played Metro Exodus? Because the mobile base is like a Challenger, and you go into the cab, and then there's like stairs down where the fire door would be, and there's like a command center in
Oh
there.
God.
I'm vaguely remember this. Like, I never played it, but I watched somebody play it when it came out, and I remember looking at it and going like, "That's a really cool steam locomotive model." The inside is absurd.
Oh,
Anyway.
Galaxy Railways also includes such plot points like actually, can I make minor spoilers?
Sure.
No.
Well, someone said no.
I'm
So.
don't listen to them. I'm giving you authorization to spoil some of
Okay.
Galaxy Railways.
Wow.
Season 1
What?
includes
Like you're gonna watch it?
Season 1 includes plot points such as a cybernetic terrorist with a WMD for a heart committing mass terrorism attacks.
See, maybe maybe I will watch this. What the hell?
All right. Well, anyway, that's your
Oh,
primer on
this-
Galaxy Railways.
This
Yeah,
terrorist
I would
escaped
love if you just leave it.
restocking vending machines.
What?
I only heard
Yeah.
vending machines.
The terrorist that I speak of, the cybernetic terrorist with a WMD for a heart, who single-handedly committed mass terrorism over the entire Galaxy Railways, has a day job stocking vending machines.
Well, you know,
Yes.
it's a living.
See, this is why I can't watch anime. Like, what?
Oh yeah, you got them on board with the terrorism and immediately lost them with the vending machines.
Oh, don't worry. The vending machine day job is actually part of the terrorist attacks.
So it's a front.
Not so much a front, but
Are the vending machines bombs?
The vending machines are loaded with things they shouldn't be.
Oh, okay,
Oh, bombs.
yeah. These were made in a factory.
They're not
From
pies, they're
merchandise.
bombs.
Is it? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Are they pie vending machines? Okay. I want to. Thank you for the Galaxy Railways insight, Phoenix.
You're welcome.
Okay. The last thing I wanted to talk about, because we are just about out of time and I need to go start prepping for the post show, is the Metro North situation, which if you're not versed, because
Metro North
of
situation is crazy.
tunnel work, the Empire service was getting cut back a little bit. They weren't going to be running as many trains a day between New York City and Albany. And so Metro North said, hey, we'll step up. We will run more service between Grand Central and Albany instead of Penn. And for whatever reason, Amtrak has gone back and said, nah, actually, we don't need to do that. Don't worry, we'll restore service to normal levels. It's not clear how they're going to manage this with the tunnel work still going on. I don't know what they're thinking. But I'm honestly a little disappointed because Metro North fares to Albany would definitely have been much cheaper than Amtrak fares. And I don't know, I kind of wanted to see how that would play out. It's always exciting seeing these sort of new services start up because more often than not, when an agency goes out on a limb and puts together a service like this, people like it enough that it sticks around. I mean, that's how Shoreline East came into existence, the commuter rail run solely by Connecticut. And so I was looking forward to this to see, oh, you know, shoot, we're gonna get some passenger trains from Grand Central to Albany, and if people like them, maybe they will continue on indefinitely. So that was a very short saga. I guess apparently Amtrak is going to be doing just fine.
You think maybe it was like a it was like trying to like pressure Amtrak into bringing it back.
Maybe. I mean, I I wonder, right? Do you think Amtrak would really feel that threatened by it though? Like I don't know.
I mean, it's convenient timing.
Yeah, I don't know how much Amtrak would care. You know, I Amtrak certainly doesn't seem to mind. Like they're not. Maybe it's because they're not super competitive, but Metro North shares space with Amtrak on the Connecticut waterfront and with Shoreline East.
Mm.
It you know they're not playing open TTD down there. I don't think they're really worried about somehow splitting the market and hurting their own ability to make a return.
Mm.
You know,
I'm checking out this article that Mew sent here.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a sort of play by Metro North to to put on that pressure, but I just don't know if Amtrak would care about that pressure, you know? Um
Hmm.
so I guess
Well,
the trains
Amtrak
have been
withdrew.
suspended for a while.
It's interesting. So the way this article is written, it doesn't make it sound like Metro North decided to not follow through with it. It says with Empire, it says the catch, however, is that this revival also kills a popular backup plan. With Empire service back, Amtrak has withdrawn its approval for a temporary Metro North extension to Albany.
Ah, okay. So Amtrak had previously approved such a plan then.
Allegedly, yeah. Let me.
Allegedly.
There's another
Uh
article that they link to. Let me look.
uh
Wait, it links to the same article? No, it doesn't. Hold
those
on.
$40 Grand Central to
Yeah,
Albany
that's
fare
crazy,
is,
right?
yeah, that's awesome. Like that's insanity. That's why it's disappointing, because like we could have had that. Uh this As much as I appreciate the Empire service as it was coming back, uh honestly I think it's a loss overall.
Yeah. Oh,
Um
yeah. So in October 2025, Amtrak President Roger Harris praised the collaboration, saying, "quote New York State residents and visitors' passion and patience are paying off as additional, affordable, and improved train service between NYC and Albany is on its way."
they need to get they need to get approval back and just do it anyway. They should just do it. I mean, why not? Uh, if Metro North had the capacity to do it, Metro North should do it.
Yeah, one interesting thing that they mentioned in this article is that it would have, under Metro North, it would skip the Penn Station shuffle, as they call it.
Right.
Uh, they would have just been going right to Grand Central, but I wonder now with this, with them bringing back Empire service, does that mean they're still going to have to go to Penn Station?
Yeah. Well, all Amtrak trains run into Penn Station for two reasons. One is for simplicity's sake, because they used to run some trains into Grand Central, and people would get confused about where they were going to end up. That's my understanding, anyway. And B, and perhaps more importantly, is that Penn Station has a connection to Sunnyside Yard, which is Amtrak's major maintenance and storage facility. Running stuff into Grand Central means then you have to figure out how to get that equipment from there to Sunnyside Yard if it's going out of service or needs work, or somebody overflowed all the toilets or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Amtrak has a vested interest in running things into Penn, not just because they poured a whole bunch of money uh, into Moynihan Train Hall and stuff like that, but because it makes a lot of operational sense for them, as disappointing as it might be for somebody that wants to go to Grand Central instead. Because Grand Central does have some better subway connections. Not anything crazy, but having to go into it. There are people who are coming into New York City on Amtrak and then transferring to something which would be running out of Grand Central, which means they have to get off at Penn, get on the subway, go over to
I'm
Grand Central,
assuming
you know.
I'm assuming that's
Um,
what they're referring to when they say the Penn Station Shuffle.
I would have to assume so as well. The thing is,
Which
and
cry about it, says Boston.
yeah, right. Uh,
Like we do this all the time.
it's an interesting point, and another reason why I think it would have been great to have Metro North trains on the line to Albany, because you now have an option, right? If you're coming from New Haven, you can take an Amtrak train into Penn, or you can take a Metro North train into Grand Central. If you're coming from Albany, you're only going to Penn Station. If you get off and transfer in, say, Poughkeepsie, which is the northernmost reach of the Metro North Hudson line, then you can go into either. But it would be nice to have those options, and it would be nice to have the cheaper fares.
Yeah, $40 for that, because that's a haul too.
It's a haul. It's like a 3-hour ride. Um,
Yeah, for 40
at a
bucks.
minimum.
That's like the Downeaster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Downeaster tickets are a friggin' steal. I love the Downeaster. Okay. We should wrap up the show. I'll actually just check the audience one more time. Oh, Mew's got his hand up. I gotta let Mew in.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
What's up, Mew?
I just quickly ascertained what exactly the Penn Station Shuffle is.
Okay, go ahead.
So, the second link that TJ found regarding the original plan, and since the new route departs from Grand Central, Eastsiders can skip the Penn Station Shuffle altogether. From what I've seen, the Penn Station Shuffle itself is folks coming in from the Long Island Railroad, having to, detrain, go up, try to find in the maze of tunnels that is New York Penn Station, try to find the track to whatever Amtrak train they go to, and then go straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I suppose for Grand Central, it's okay, Long Island to I completely forgot the name of
Metro North?
what Long Island's station in Grand Central is.
Oh, I
But
believe that's Grand Central Madison.
Madison, thank you.
Yeah, that's
Arrive
the
there,
new
go
one.
up, and then walk to Metro North.
I have to give it to the New York Central on this one. Although the Pensy gets no favors done for it because they put a sporting arena on top of the station. The Grand Central is much easier to navigate than Penn. Also ignoring Moynihan Train Hall, blah 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 blah. All the work that's been going on.
Nobody likes Penn Station. Nobody likes Penn Station.
Penn Station is awful. It sucks. Just go. If you're taking the train somewhere, go across the street to the Moynihan Train Hall. Hang out in there. The place is super cool looking. They've got food options. There's a restaurant and bar in the food hall in the Moynihan train station that has an actual flipboard as a menu, and it flips. Like it changes between the
Ooh.
options. It's so sick. Gloria pointed out to me, and I was in actual disbelief. I was like, "There's no way that's an actual flipboard. Those things are so expensive to get and operate and whatever." And behold, right? Like it was.
Yeah, I will say one con of Grand Central Madison's location. It is not only a deep level platform, but also it's quite a bit of a trek to get from the top of the escalator to Grand Central's Grand Concourse, where you can transfer to any of the Metro North trains. However, it is much more straightforward to navigate.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hike, but it is really it's like two giant corridors. It's not a maze.
Exactly.
It actually, the other benefit, of course, for me as a spiritually fat guy I am, the escalators out of Grand Central Madison drop you off in the food court in Grand Central. It's fantastic. Anyway, all right. Thank you for the clarification on the Penn Station Shuffle. We are actually past time for the end of the show. and I didn't even get the chance to pull up my checklist for ending the show, my post-flight checklist. Um,
We really had big boy news, little boy news, and the Penn Station Shuffle in one episode. Can you
mhm.
believe it?
I mean, arguably we started off with little boy news because we were talking about nuclear blasts. Um,
Oh, boo.
uh, sorry, I expected someone to come up with that joke before me. Now, what's for my co-host here? What guesses do you have for latest train on Amtrak?
Hmm.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna say the southbound Silver Meteor
Southbound Silver Meteor. Okay, I hear you.
because I know what just
Uh,
happened in that area of the country because my mom's been texting me pictures.
I'm trying to remember. Floridian still?
The Floridian still exists.
All right. Let's do a southbound Floridian.
Okay,
That
let's
might
see
have
if
been
I.
the world's first silver meteor mentioned in the latest
There,
train.
there is not a southbound one. Would you like the northbound one?
Oh.
Sure. Give me the northbound.
The northbound Floridian to Chicago is 1 hour and 29 minutes late at Lakeland, Florida.
Oh.
Um, which one did you want? The Silver Meteor, TJ?
Southbound, yes,
Southbound Silver
and
Meteor.
Mew the Enigma wants northbound.
Okay, well, I'll read
I
off
was
both
going
of
to
them.
also say northbound.
Okay, the northbound Silver Meteor is 52 minutes late at Jessup, Georgia. The southbound Silver Meteor is 1 hour and 13 minutes late at Deerfield Beach, Florida. There we go. We get a second 113 mention. Awesome. Okay, I need everyone to buckle up because there are a lot of honorable mentions. First of all, we'll start with the old standard, Empire Builder to Seattle, 3 hours and 12 minutes late at Glasgow, Montana. And then we'll go over to the Empire Corridor. These are in no particular order. The Empire Corridor. Ethan Allen Express to New York, 3 hours and 23 minutes late at Rhinecliff, Kingston. Empire Service, 1 hour late at Poughkeepsie. Now we'll touch the Northeast Corridor. 2 hour and 42-minute late Northeast Regional to Washington in Rhode Island. And Acela to Washington, 1 hour and 38 minutes late at Providence.
Let's go. I'm gonna go investigate.
The Keystone is 1 hour and 41 minutes late at Newark. There's another Acela that's an hour and 28 minutes late at Metro Park. There is another Northeast Regional 2 hours and 12 minutes late at Metro Park. There is a 1 hour and 55 minutes late Northeast Regional at Wilmington, Delaware. A 3 hour and 22-minute late Acela, which left Boston 42 minutes late and only got worse from there. Picked up 2 hours of delay between Providence and New Haven. And
is it a new one or an old one?
It doesn't say next gen, but it could be either. And the real winner, a southbound Northeast Regional at New Haven, Connecticut, currently operating 6 hours and 41 minutes late.
Oh, I just found that one. Oh.
The Northeast Corridor is having a hell of a time recovering from the snowpocalypse, the Big E snowpocalypse, and the single-digit temperatures that we've been getting in times that have followed. There are ice dams on my roof. Things are a catastrophe at my house, and things are a catastrophe on Amtrak as well. Nowhere is safe. The entirety of American Airlines crap the bed. Some people took like an extra 2 days to get home from the Big E, spent multiple nights in airports. I'm so sorry, Milky.
Ellis, I need to interrupt you did you see why this train is so late?
No.
So it doesn't say exactly why, but Cruise will be coordinating a train-to-train transfer
Oh, no.
to get all passengers off and onto another train in a safe and organized manner to continue travel onto the next available service. Please check the seatback pocket and overhead storage. Remain clear of the aisles and vestibules and await further instructions from your crew.
Yikes.
This was less than an hour. This is like within like 25-30 minutes of a notification that said stopped in New London due to a mechanical assessment.
Yikes.
So something broke, and then in like half an hour, they were like, "Yeah, it's fucked.
Well,
Gotta switch you across
not
the
a
track or
great
whatever."
day to be on the Northeast Corridor. I would say, for one's own safety, do not go browse r/Amtrak right now. There are going to be a lot of salty people in there, and frankly, I don't blame them. Being stuck on a train for 6 hours when you're probably supposed to be at your destination before then is not fun. Not fun at all. So, so, thank you all for watching this episode of the Terminus podcast. Um,
Whoa.
like and comment and subscribe and all that jazz. Uh, Same as it ever was. Nothing new for Maintenance Away. Videos should be coming out regularly now that the winter break is pretty much done. Uh, join our Discord if you want to become a part of the show, if you want to jump on and bring your own news with you, or comment on existing pieces of news. And thanks to, who runs this camera? Thanks to WDD Train Cam, which you can find this. What is the name of this camera again? Where are we, TJ?
I gotta go back to it. Sorry,
Uh,
I'm trying to browse. There's nothing on our Amtrak, so
that's impressive.
nobody's
actually.
mad.
Nobody's mad. I don't know about that.
Woodside Train Camera, Long Island Railroad, New York, and
Oh, okay. You know what? You know what? There's a link to this camera in the cargoes as well, or there should be. I may have forgotten to update the link. Yeah, because it's still Plant City, Florida. That was from a couple of weeks ago. Oops, I always forget to update that. And yeah, the train will terminate.